Differential equations, 2006, question 10a. So this is type 1 first order differential equations. So here we have dy dx is equal to xy over 1 plus x. And we're given that y is equal to e when x is equal to 0. And we want to solve the differential equation. So we're going to separate out our equation to get all our y terms on the left and all our x terms on the right. So I'm going to divide both sides here by y, which gives me 1 over y on the left, dy, and x over 1 plus x on the right, and then I'm going to multiply both sides across by dx. So now if I integrate both sides, I'm going to integrate the right with respect to y and integrate the left with respect to x. And I need to put in my limits. So I need to look at what are my limits at the start and what are the limits at the end. So at the start we know that y is equal to e and x is equal to 0. And at the end we don't know, so it's just going to be y and x for our limits. So our end limits are our upper limits. So it's going to be y and x. And then our start limits are our lower limits, so that's going to be e and 0. Now, as I look at the right-hand side there, I'm not going to be able to integrate x over 1 plus x because we don't have any quotient rule. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of long division there. So we're going to divide x plus 1 into x so that we can separate that out into two separate parts. So in other words, x goes into x once. And if I multiply that back out, we get x plus 1, subtract. So we have a remainder of minus 1. So in other words, that can be written as x plus 1 divides into x once with a remainder of minus 1. And now we have something that we can integrate. So if I integrate 1 over y dy, well, we can see on page 26 that's going to be a log function. So therefore that's going to be natural log of y within the limits of y and e. If I integrate 1 with respect to x, I get x. And again, I have 1 over a linear function, so that's also a log function. So it's minus natural log of 1 plus x divided by the derivative of 1 plus x, which is just 1. And then my limits are x and 0. Okay, so let's sub in the limits. So we're going to have natural log of y, natural log of y minus natural log of e. And then we have x minus natural log of 1 plus x minus 0 minus natural log of 1. And natural log of e is 1 and natural log of 1 is 0. So that simplifies things for us. So we have natural log of y minus 1 is equal to x minus natural log of 1 plus x and then minus 0. So what we need to do is try and get y on its own here. So we're going to bring everything else to the right-hand side. And we also will see that we have two logs. So in order to get rid of our logs, we're going to have to change from logs back to exponential form, which means I need my two logs on the left. And if I'm adding my logs, well, I have to remember my log rules, which is page 21 in our maths tables. And we can see when we're adding our logs, we will multiply them because the bases are the same. So therefore, if I go on to the natural log of y times 1 plus x is equal to 1 plus x. And in the top right-hand corner here, we can see converting from logs back to exponentials. We have to remember that natural log of y is the same as saying log y to the base e. So therefore our base is e. So in other words, a here in my formula is going to be e. So therefore, that's going to be y is equal to e to the power of 1 plus x, and then I must divide across by the 1 plus x. So we had 5 marks for setting up our integrand. We're going to 5 marks for integrating. Five marks for subbing in our limits and simplifying, and 5 marks for our answer.